Welcome to another sizzling episode in this channel. Today we are going to discuss something that is critical in the growth of a new network marketer in the business. And this is very, very serious because it stunts or stops the growth of any who have it. And virtually all of us have self-limiting beliefs. And if you are looking for ways to eradicate these or to prison it as it were, to kill it as it were, you are in the right place. I am going to tell you what it is and what we will do to overcome it. In case we've not met, I'm Joel Agis of joelagis.com, and we'll dive straight away into this discussion. And the question now is, what are self-limiting beliefs? Self-limiting beliefs are simply assumptions, nothing more than that. They are assumptions and perception that as individual you have. We all have them. And they are simply about the way the world actually works. These assumptions are self-limiting because in some ways they hold you back from actually doing something. Now, if they are things in our brain, that is perceptions, why is it that it is so strong? Well, these are built over time, these beliefs. Sometimes they are based on the way we are brought up, sometimes because of experience that we pass through, probably a bad experience. And when we remember that experience, because we want to protect ourselves, each time you tend to go in that direction, your subconscious tells you, no, don't move. There is danger. And it stops you from movement. Well, sometimes, like we said, the way we are brought up influence the way we actually turn out to be in the future. But that need not be so, especially when we know for the fact that you as an individual are enough. But this limiting pattern is so much so that it is keeping many from growth. How many times have you heard somebody telling you, I don't have enough experience or qualification to do a particular task? Without even trying, but they've told you outrightly that they do not have the experience to do that. Come to think of it, while experience is good, while qualifications are okay, but on its own, does qualification do the job? Does qualification make you achieve what you want to achieve in life? You probably might have heard people telling you, oh, I'm not good enough. Someone else probably can do better than me. It is true, people can do better than you, but they cannot do as you because you are unique. Why not do the best you can? That perception that someone else can do better than me always keeps some people sitting or standing in one place because they do not want to try. They want the other person they perceive that is better than them to go ahead to do the job. And you hear them cringing, crying later. I could have done that. But what held you back is what we call self-limiting belief. I am not good enough. Yes. And this might be as a result of the way the experiences that the person went through while growing up. Probably the person was physically abused, the person was neglected by others, the person was looked down upon by friends, by classmates, by teachers, and all that. And now that they have gone to a particular stage, they will tell you, I am not good enough to do this. I'm not good enough to do that. That perception is keeping them from growth. And I believe it's not keeping you and should not keep you as an individual from moving. There is yet another. Have you heard people say, I will be judged? Now, what you're saying, the way people look at you, people say, oh, I do not expect you, someone of your caliber, to do this kind of thing. Yes, when you give in to that fear, if you always think that people will say or judge you on the effort, on the things that you do, guess what? People will always say, even if you refuse to do anything, people will definitely judge you also from not doing it. So, which is better? Is it not better for you to do what you know or what you feel that will give you satisfaction, especially in this field of marketing that you want to travel and let others judge you than not taking action at all? And at the end, you criticize yourself, you browbeat yourself. Still, there is this limiting belief that some will say, I am not as good as them. Oh. In this case now, you are comparing yourself with other persons. You are not keeping yourself, you are only looking at people. You want to do two things. Now you are a new network marketer and you are saying, I am not good as the other marketers. So let them go out. Let them do the prospecting. Let them do the business opportunity calls. For I am not good enough like them. Again, they are not you. Even this particular discussion that we are on now, check the internet. We have millions of these same discussion. But nobody has said it in my voice until now. And nobody else will also say it in your voice until you say it. They might say it better in quotes, but they have not said it the way I am saying it now. And I will not say it the way you also will say it. So, simply put, you are unique. You are not me, you are you. So why compare yourself with the other person? And guess what? If you've gone through branding yourself, having your core value, you find out that people are attracted to you based on what you value, based on your personal brand. So while you believe or you having that wrong perception that I will repel customers, true, people who do not like that personality will be repelled, and it is good for you. And your personality will attract the people who love your personality or your value or the brand that you have. Will it not be better for people who love your brand to be attracted to you? It will be easy for you to do business with them. It will be easy for you to talk with them. It is also going to be easy for you to relate with them because you have things in common to talk to. It will not be difficult. So don't let that limit you. Instead, whatever limitation you have, see it as a springboard to move. There is still one more that some people talk about. I am a failure. Have you thought about that before? That you are a failure and as such you will not want to try? Why do you consider yourself a failure even when you've not tried at all? Are you bothered with what people are saying, talking about you that you cannot try? I have experience of a young child whom the teacher says cannot learn. But what happened? The father sat that child down and followed her the way she can learn. And when that child went to school, taking the exams, she came top in that particular subject. And instead of the teachers praising the child, the teachers again were saying that is, who did you copy from? Well, they've branded that child to be a failure. But guess what? That child, nor you, is never a failure. It's just that people or others have not been able to see the best way to relate with you, and as such, they distance themselves from you thinking, and that erroneously make you want to feel that you are a failure. You cannot do things. It is not true. It is not true on its own, and it will never be true. We will not want that belief to continue in our life. How do you break all that we are saying? These negative, self-limiting feelings, perceptions that you have in your mind. Well, telling yourself that you are not a loser, that you are going to overcome it, will not stop the problem for you overnight. Because these are things that have been built over time, and they are now in our subconscious. And guess what? Our subconscious actually rules our mind. And that is why before you are talking, you're even talking to people, they've given you an answer without even thinking rationally, because the subconscious is saying, based on past experience, if this person is talking like this is what is going to happen. And guess what? You are going to tell him, no. The subconscious rules you. But there are ways that you can actually fight against these self-limiting beliefs. And one of the best ways you can actually do this is to fight that belief head on. You need to acknowledge that you have these self-limiting beliefs. What are your self-limiting beliefs? Can you state them in the comments so that we can talk about it later and how we can solve this problem? Just drop any self-limiting belief that is holding you back. Once you've acknowledged that belief, you cannot look for the opposite of that belief. In other words, you are fighting against that belief. If someone says, or your perception is that you are not good enough, I cannot do it, why not just do it anyway? And what happens when you do it? You see that liberating feelings that you have. You are happy that you've tried to do something that many people, even yourself, is saying that you cannot do. So once you've done that, the next step is to repeat it again and again. And my friends, this belief will not go in a hurry. So you need to replace this constantly with the new belief system that you are building. And once you are good with that belief system, if you have more than one self-limiting belief, you now need to work on the second one. You need to own up that you have it. Yes, it is true that when we own up, when we acknowledge the fact that we have this problem, like they say, once you know the problem, it is half solved. Then you need to fight, to work, to eliminate this with positive behavior to counter these self-limiting beliefs. And once you remove the self-limiting belief, guess what happens? All that mental blocks that you have that is keeping you where you are, they are all gone. And you begin to see and think clearly and take positive action on a daily basis to grow your business. And that is exactly what we are meant to do to new network marketers who are coming in this business. We see that We try to expose them to know that these beliefs is there, but it will not keep you. If you fight against it, you can actually overcome it and become better in the trade. In the no distance future, we'll discuss about a very, very serious self-limiting belief, and that is fear, and that fear of prospecting. Just keep your eye glued to this channel and you will get that. But then, look at the video on how to grow fast in network marketing so that you know the next action to take in this business. See you in the next video.